Hey gamer, just a sec. Gotta do two quick things. This is a big deal. It's not actually that big. Give me a sec. All right, let's see if the new OBS actually remembered to save my camera settings here. And of course, my Stream Deck isn't working. Why isn't my Stream Deck working? Oh, it's waiting for OBS. Well, don't worry about it, Stream Deck. I got the button. And it did not remember my settings. Look at that. I look like absolute garbage in this camera. Let me fix it real quick. It cranks the freaking gain on the camera and the camera just doesn't know what to do with it. There. That oughta bump that gain back up a bit. There we go. Why is that so low? Yes, there's a microwave in behind me and a track light. We're just gonna wait a few more minutes, and then I will tell you guys what's going on. Yes, what will also be moving out here this weekend is a mini fridge. So, I've done a little bit of decorating since the weekend. Also, my headphones are being mean. My headphones are being very mean to me. What was I gonna do? Oh, right. Sound is coming out of the wrong freaking channel. But yeah, no, I got some an announcement to make, and the thumbnail practically gives it entirely away. Okay, so you are set to go to the music channel, but you're not using the music channel. What are you doing? You foolish thing. Also, why is this like this? Because it should just be in the live. Like, I should be seeing the chat window. Why am I not seeing the chat window on YouTube? Okay, whatever. Cycle that then. Let's see. But yeah, we are going to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons tonight, obviously. And like this is impromptu. There was nothing really planned about this announcement. I very much just wanted to get it all off my chest. So that, you know, I might have a little more time to plan and we could talk further about it over the weekend. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to tell you guys about the Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I am currently planning. Oh, there's the button to go into the control room. Jesus, fucking looking all over the place for it. Okay. So, the game that we are going to be playing is not going to happen for, I'm going to have to say another month or two, because my intention is to have a sort of mini game prior to the actual campaign start. And I will tell you guys why. The last time I ran a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, we had a large cast. I learned a lot when we had a large cast, and I want to do a large cast again. So I'm looking to have between 6 and 7 individuals for full-time, for the full campaign, like full-time for the full campaign. And recordings for it will happen every couple of weeks. I would like to do it every other week, but I know schedules never line up. So it'll be more or less just trying to jive with everybody's times to actually make it happen. But for the first little bit, we are going to be doing I don't know if there is a game out there, like a game system out there, but I'm pretty much just making one up for it. I like I said, there's probably one out there that exists in the world. I'm simply calling the one that I'm designing in the background here World Forge. And the premise behind it is the gods are going to create the world our campaign is going to take place in. And they're going to help me create the base for the story. So the world in which everybody lives, and some of the troubles that I'm going to bring up during the campaign. So it's going to be a lot. It's the first bit is going to be a lot of table talk, and it might not be as funny for the first little bit, but I'm sure the comedy will unravel as we move through creating our world. So the premise behind it will be, I will prompt, okay, suddenly uses the right channel. What the hell, music? Why do you do that? Yeah, so basically how it's going to work is myself and 5 others are going to sit on a call, and each of them are going to have a responsibility in the world, whether that is dictating what kind of trees grow and what kind of animals live there, or how the tides function, or even like how souls move from one plane into the next. So there's going to be 5 individuals, each responsible for several things, and we will be going in around and basically making decisions on how to forge this planet. And there will be some stipulations that I have right off the bat, especially for how I see the story in my mind, but a lot of things are going to be left up to them and up to dice rolls. So I think it'll be very interesting to do something like that, having people who are not going to be playing the campaign design the world that other people are going to play in. But these people, after we create such a world, aren't just going to be left off to the sides. They're going to become non-player characters, player characters, NPC PCs. And they will be coming on every now and then to voice some NPCs on my behalf. And I'll simply give them some stuff like the campaign leads into a mission, and these NPC PCs are going to give our main cast their objectives, kind of thing, and all these people are going to do is embody this character and just kind of try to get the point across. But I'm sure some hijinks will no doubt ensue because it's Dungeons and Dragons, and of course that's going to happen. But yeah, so after the World Forge section, we'll be moving into 5e. So 5th edition, I have the core books for it, so that's why we are going to be using that system. We will be streaming every session here on YouTube, and afterwards the audio will be stripped down and placed into a podcast. I'll probably put it up on Anchor because Anchor is free. And I'll share all that information when the actual time comes for that. But yeah, so 5th edition, World Forge, and right, some other things you can expect from it are there's definitely going to be a lot of homebrew, and I will definitely be fudging the rules just to try to keep table talk a little bit lower than it generally is. Like, I know that Dungeons and Dragons can be a slow moving process, especially with rule lookups and spell lookups, and I will try to diminish that in a live stream to keep everybody retained into the story that we are going to be forging. But of course, that's probably not going to happen. We'll probably be looking up rules. I'm still very much a new dungeon master to this, and I foresee some very big stalls and some setbacks, more than likely. So we will cross those hurdles when we come to it, and I'm very excited to even just be writing what I'm writing right now. So right now what I'm working on is, again, the World Forge stuff, and really it's a lot of prompts that I have to write, and I got to figure out like how to answer some questions that I know are going to come up through the process. And I will actually probably sit down with a bunch of people and play test it, and just to see like, is this going to work out? So it should be fun, because what we're going to be doing is we are going to be sitting down and designing a world together, and we're going to be drawing the world out. We're going to be going into, I believe it's called World Anvil, and creating the map we're going to be using through the campaign. Afterwards, we'll probably use a system like Roll20 or D&D Beyond, or even Tailspire, which is another one that I have for the encounters and storing our character sheets in. So yeah, there's a couple of different things to expect right there. The cast hasn't been determined yet. So we do not have the 5 players who will be doing the World Forge, and we do not have the 7 players who will be playing the main campaign. Hopefully we will see some people interested in doing that, and like I said, actual times will vary, and nothing there's going to be a lot of waiting as we try to align schedules to make this kind of stuff happen. But when it does, you can expect to see a fairly long stream, just simply to get us a chance to do as much as we can with the campaign, with the World Forge, before we have to sign off, probably for more than a couple weeks, before we can get back to it. But I very much want to tell this story. It has been sitting in my head for some time. I know how it's going to open. I know what I'm going to do in the beginning, and I have some inklings of an overarching story, but it's going to be a lot of smaller stories in between, smaller missions. I should have a link somewhere for some of the core books there, Beanie. But I will tell you now, if you think about going out and buying the actual core books, don't buy physical, buy digital. Go buy digital. I bought physical copies, and they are expensive as hell. I love them because I very, very much loving having an actual book, but the books themselves are very expensive. So I will look around, because I think I have a link to a resource site for the core books. So I will take a look at that. Trying to think of everything else that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Oh yeah. The cast will be drawn from the interested parties and the Skeleton Crew Discord, and we'll be pulling from the long-term members list, so people who have been around for a while and who have been chatty before. There are a few people that I'm going to specifically ask, because I very much want to have them in the campaign based on the events of the last time I ran it. Again, if you were there for that, it was back on Twitch. The premise behind it is the main cast is going out on these smaller missions to rescue magic creatures. Creatures who were put into a position where their power is being used for not their own, and they're being put into a very dangerous situation or a situation that would be harmful to that and to that creature. So they will have to rescue creatures, or have to basically knock them out to help them, type of thing. So I'm sure there will be a bunch of different hijinks and even some setbacks for the entire crew. And I do have, like I said, I have an overarching element to it, so I will have some weapons that are class specific. So I will kind of be going in with a set of, yeah, these tools are for these classes, and our characters should fall into some of these classes. Again, probably won't happen that way because D&D is chaos. So I'll have an idea of what I want to do. I will suggest some things to our cast, but I'm not going to railroad them. I'm going to try to avoid that because when I think about last time, I did railroad them quite a bit. I very much want it to be an open world experience and give everybody a chance to play. That is why I'm coming up with the idea of non-player player characters. So that we can have an 8th person on the cast every now and then to help with a mission, and they might be around for the whole session, or they might only be around for the starting to give everybody their mission and set them on their way. So I'm hoping to make it a very vibrant and very fun experience for everybody, from viewer to player. I will, but again, I'm still very new to D&D, and I do not know everything when it comes to the core books and core knowledge of the system. But as I said, I will more than likely be fudging some of the rules along the way to keep the pace and even to allow some epic shit to go down. And of course, epic failures, because you know those are going to happen. Okay, yeah, it is called World Anvil. I just opened up a notification window and I had a message from Run. Yeah, it's called World Anvil. Lou already knows all of this. I was talking to her and Run last night about the World Forge aspect of it. So I again, all of this is very much in the early stages. I'm developing the World Forge, and I'm basically going to be writing the intro for the main campaign. And when I do have that intro at the ready, I will more than likely share it before we actually film the record the first campaign session, or even like the first World Forge session. So yes, that's pretty much what you guys have to expect. Probably towards the end of October, early November, before we actually get started with the World Forge. And then I'm hoping to have the list of everybody together even before I have the intro written for the campaign, because I do want to work with everybody to help them create their characters, to roll their characters, and like all that table talk stuff I'm gonna try and do outside of stream, outside of a recording. Because at the same time, I think what needs to be done is with new players and the aspect of role playing, and this is not me calling anybody out, but one of the things I know is hard for somebody who's walking into the world of role play is embodying their character. Now everybody knows this asshole. This asshole is Cookie. Okay, he's coming back for this campaign. It's obvious he's gonna be there. Cookie the gnome. So finding that character and finding that voice is definitely a challenge. So I would very much want to try and encourage some more banter between players, and some chaos between players and NPCs. So I'm going to try and create a vibrant world of just fun and storytelling. And I want to tell this story that has been on my mind forever, and I'm very excited to finally get back into writing and trying to see this through to an end, trying to do something better than what I had done last time. So I hope you guys are interested in coming along for that ride. And if there are suggestions that you want to share, you then share them away. And if you're watching this after it's been live, comment below what you think, and what kind of campaign you want to see from this channel, or even a suggestion of something I can go and listen to, or something I can go to watch and get some more ideas on running a campaign. I do listen to the Adventure Zone. I've watched Critical Role. I have watched some Dungeon Master guides on YouTube, but yeah, if there's suggestions on like creatures to bring into this world, or weapons or stuff like that, then definitely throw it in the comments below, and I will have a read of it. Because there will be shops. Don't worry about that. There will be plenty of different shops and plenty of different hijinks for everybody to get into. So I'm very excited about that, and I will run over the software I'm going to probably be using throughout this. So I'm going to use Scrivener for the campaign and campaign notes. I'll probably be using Tailspire for okay, where the hell is that? Because I just opened, there it is. What the hell? Steam, what monitor do you think you were on? Oh, okay, I figured it out. There we go. I was trying to figure out what's going on. Tailspire for encounters, because it is a really cool system for visualization, especially for you guys who will be watching. And probably D&D Beyond for character sheets, and even for those who don't have Tailspire for their dice rolls. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of the different bits of software that I'm thinking. Again, nothing is set in stone except for Scrivener. I'll be using Scrivener for the campaign notes and whatnots. But yeah, the rest of that's not set in stone. So if there's a program you guys want me to have a look at for that type of stuff, then again, leave it in the comments below and I will have a look. I can't think of anything else related to this to share, other than expect the first bit of it to be rough. It will be rough and it will be slow, especially for the World Forge aspect. It will be slow to start, because there is a process that is going to have to be followed until some of the chaos can be introduced. So I'm kind of excited to see how this goes and how it will go over. I'm trying to think if I want to share this or not. I'll share it. The immortal realm has long spun alone on its plane. Many of its residents take light, what others would call miracles. But if there's one power that is heavily guarded and monitored, it is that of world forging. See, the realm of the mortals doesn't have one god to determine its shape, for it is forged by 6. It is the 5 gods that will be joining Master Cosmos in creating the world of Atlas. That music really set the fucking tone. I'm going to have to remember what song this is. Sands of Time. Okay, definitely hitting the like button on that, because we are going to use that for the opening. Sure. That'll probably be rewritten before we actually begin, but yeah, I wanted to share that. So that is how World Forge, our setup episode, is going to go. So I need to set myself a timeline. I'm saying we will probably be beginning either in late October or early November. So yeah, definitely. I'm going to say that we will have something between October, probably between like October 22nd and yeah, let's say November 19th, something like that. So like there's a month window, but I want to take my time in creating the prompts and whatnot that I will be asking the immortals that will be forging Atlas. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for that. And if you are interested in playing and you're part of the skeleton crew, please let me know. I have 5 slots for the Pantheon of Immortals that are going to be forging the world, and then those 5 characters are basically the people I'm opening it up to. So like they can't commit. And like, I know nobody can commit these days. It's impossible to make a commitment, but I do want to give everybody the opportunity to play. So I'm opening 5 slots for individuals to be our Pantheon of Immortals, and 7 slots for the main characters in the campaign itself. So if you're interested in those slots, definitely let me know through Discord. Again, it's open first to long-term members of the Discord. So if you've been there for a while, you guys have a guaranteed slot, basically. All you got to do is let me know you want to be in it. And then we will open it up to the newer individuals. And hey, don't fret if you didn't get picked, because like I said, I want to do non-player characters. So people who will drop in for being an NPC in a village, or being a mission, someone to doll out a mission. So don't seal up hope that you didn't get chosen or anything like that. So yeah, I hope you guys are eager to see what's coming down the pipeline, and thank you for coming to this short live stream and listening to what I have to say. I will be live again on Saturday, for sure, Saturday the 10th in the evening. But hey, maybe I might be live again tomorrow night. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? It might be. It might not be. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. And yeah, well, really, I don't know. I still have to finish decorating the office. So, well, studio as I've been calling it. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And hey, we'll see you next time. Okay? Have a good one.